Okay, the next function is the cosine function. So if y equals cosine of x, again, I can replace y with f of x. I'm going to use the definition of the first derivative through limits. So y prime or f prime of x is equal to the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. This time I'm the cosine function, so this is the cosine of x plus h minus cosine of x over h. And now I'm going to use the addition rule for the cosine function, which is the cosine ratio of the first angle times the cosine of the second minus the sine of the first times the sine of the second minus cosine x. So it's very similar to the one from the derivative of the sine of x. I'm going to put these two terms together and factor out a cosine of x. So when I do that, I have cosine of x times the quantity cosine of h minus 1 all over h minus sine of x times sine of h over h. And again, h is going to 0, so as h goes to 0, this quantity, cosine of h minus 1 over h, vanishes, goes to 0. And as h goes to 0, sine h over h goes to 1 right here. So I have left negative sine of x, and this is 0 times cosine of x, which is 0. So this whole quantity reduces to negative sine of x. Thus, the derivative of cosine x is negative sine of x.